Hi everybody, this is John from Aim High Family Firearm Center, and to continue our theme of Soviet firearms, here in my hands today I have a Yugoslavian M57 Tokarev. Okay, so this is designed off of the TT-33 that was used in World War II and earlier. This is this one right here is a 9+1 capacity in firearm in 7.62 by 25, okay, which is a sweet little bottleneck cartridge. The gun itself, the rounds are coming out of the barrel around 14, 15, 1600 feet per second. If you get some of the hotter stuff, I've heard of them going all the way up to 1800 feet per second with some of the submachine gun ammo. The rear sight is just a big piece of steel, and you got a small front sight over there. Now, for those of you, if you look at the top, some of you may recognize the design. It is internally modeled off of the 1911. It does have a linked barrel, and that's kind of where the differences, or there's some differences once you start getting into the grip. From what my understanding, it's a 1911 kind of put in with a 1908 something or somewhere around there, one of the older Browning designs. Now, the normal, if anybody knows about Tokarevs, the normal Tokarevs hold 8 rounds. The M57 actually holds 1 extra. There is a lanyard loop on the gun and on the magazine because Europeans love keeping their magazines. They're not disposable. Now, on the original design, there is no safety. So the way a Soviet soldier would carry this is full magazine, no round in the chamber, and when they needed it, they would cock it back. Us as Americans say, you're crazy, we need a round in the chamber. So, first off, for import reasons, not because they wanted to make it safe for us, for import reasons, there is a safety on the left-hand side of the gun. It's very crude. I don't like it personally because it just takes away from what this gun really is. There is a safety notch in the hammer, so you can put it there. I've seen guys carry it loaded, one in the chamber, hammer back, not even giving a care in the world. But this gun in particular does have the Yugoslavian crest on the top. These things are fire breathers. I've shot this at the range. This is a borrowed gun, and I went to a range up near Cleveland with a friend one time. We were shooting this gun, and the people from 2 lanes over had to see what it was. The energy and the flame that comes out of the barrel. These guns are just cool to bring in the range. Everybody wants to see what you're shooting when you're shooting it because it's just loud and there's flames flying out of the barrel, but the recoil impulse is nothing. The muzzle flip, there's no overhead muzzle flip. It's very low recoil, very accurate, very fun to shoot. So we're gonna go take this out. We're gonna fire some rounds through it, get you that view of that flame coming out of the barrel, and then we're gonna go do a 5-round accuracy test, and then I'll show you how to take apart, field strip this firearm in particular. So let's go head out to the range, go get some shots down range, and then we'll come up and wrap up this review. Alright guys, in my hand I have the Tokarev M57 from Yugoslavia. Loaded up its 9-round magazine. That pushing that magazine in with the palm of your hand can hurt a little because there is a lanyard loop down there. Let's go see some fireballs. And it just throws those shell casings. Like I said, the recoil impulse is very low. It's easy to get back on target. This round is awesome. I can't say enough nice things about the 7.62 by 25. It's got the American style release for the magazine, but the magazine does not fall out freely. It's still that European, you gotta pull it out, keep it. They love keeping their mags in Europe. So let's go down, head down range, fire off a 5-round accuracy group, and we'll wrap up the review of the M57. M57 is a smooth shooting gun, very low recoil. At 30 feet, I put them almost all in the 10 ring. I was a little high on a couple from where I was aiming. My point of aim right here, my point of impact was here. Tried to adjust a little, pulled them a little bit low. The gun is loud, the recoil is nice, and man does it scare people. So, we're gonna go ahead and take this set back out. I'm gonna show you how to field strip it, we'll finish up the review. But guys, you really can't go wrong with the Tokarev. We were using 85 grain Winchester white box ammo. Hi everybody, we're back from the range with the M57 Tokarev. And guys, I can't say enough things about the 7.62 Y25. I'm a big fan. The cartridge is great, it shoots great. So a little bit about the M57, like I said, it's got a safety put on it for import. The newer imports have a dingus safety on the trigger. I was unlucky and did not get one of the newer imports. Does have the Yugoslavian crest on them. That does vary. Like I said, the Tokarev does have a safety on it, but it also has a magazine disconnect, which does not help the trigger whatsoever. Now, it is designed off of the TT-33, which the Soviets had for years. As you can tell, this is the M57. Yugoslavia made this gun in 1957, and it has stuck with them pretty much ever since. They've swapped guns as of lately, but they were one of the last countries to have the Tokarev as their official sidearm. Speaking of which, let's take this apart. First off, we're going to take the magazine out. We're going to go on the left-hand side of the gun. There's a little lip pin. You push that off. Now you can leave it on there to capture. I pushed it a little too far that time. It'll capture it. You'll pull back to the takedown notch. Pop your pin out it'll come, and it'll slide right off. Now, it does have the Browning link design, kind of like the 1911. You will pull the recoil spring out. There is this one has a guide rod in it that'll break in half to make it easier. So, try to pull that recoil spring out without shooting it across the room. Wiggle it out right there. Then you'll take off your barrel bushing in the front. Again, like I said, 1911-ish in the top on it. You'll pull the barrel through the front, and there is your locking lugs. Again, like 1911. Now, the thing that makes the TT-33 or the M57, whichever Tokarev, the Tokarev in general, very interesting, is this. Everybody thought SIG did it first. They did not. It is a modular system. So this is your fire control. This comes out. Now by modular system, I mean this is your fire control. You can pull it out. The nice thing about this is that if your fire control broke, they could just give you a new one. And that's the ingenious part of the Tokarev design, is that you don't have to have a gunsmith go in there, or armorer go in there and fix everything. If Ivan broke his TT-33 or the Tokarev pistol, the hammer and all the fire controls, the armorer can just give him a new one just to slide right into the gun. Like so. I think that's awesome, personally speaking, but to put the gun back together, again, you put your barrel bushing back on, slide your barrel in from the front, make sure your link is up, get your recoil spring in. I am going to struggle to be on the struggle bus right now. You can do it 100 times off camera perfectly, and then you get on camera and everything goes to heck. And that being said, I will wait until I'm off camera to finish putting that back together. But thanks for joining me today, guys. Make sure to like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or message us. And thank you for joining us today, and have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna get this back together. I'm gonna put this at the end of the video. Blooper reel. There we go. Just slide right in, just like that. This is going at the end of the video because John messes up. Put that back in. Take them out, push it in, push it through. Lock it back in, push test, and bang. So I didn't put it back together. I'm gonna try to splice that in.